Hey, what's up guys, ShinoFuKaze here. It's been a while, I haven't done any videos on my channel. Today is a big reveal for a marathon from Bungie. It's going to be a really interesting reveal to see how it's going, but right now we're about to start. Let's do this, because I am curious to see how this is going to turn out to be. I was going to live stream, but unfortunately something is going on with the live stream on my end. But yeah, this is going to be something very interesting because constantly I've loved marathons since 1994. I played it, it reminds me of Doom, of course, but this is way before I played Doom. But the fact that Bungie has made a lot of games such as Oni and marathons, so for people that's really going to get into this game, just be aware that you have to understand the lore and to the fact that this game is going to be just like player versus player and player versus environment, and to that situation you're gonna have to understand that when it comes to battle royale excuse me, it's not gonna be something that you're gonna have to deal with at a timely basis, meaning that oh, hold on, trailer. Okay, Bungie, let's go. Showcase begins now. Alright, I'm gonna stay quiet for this one. Yeah, let's go! But I hope it's not getting no lag, man, because I don't know.
Hello and welcome back to Bungie HQ here in beautiful Washington, where we're coming to you live with the opportunity to share a little bit of marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. Right, so make sure to go ahead and not tune out early. But
hold up.
No need to worry. You're not going to have to sit here and listen to me. I'm joined by some of my teammates here at Bungie to walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So, no time like the present. Let's get into the show. First things first, this gentleman here to my right, to your left, is Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Joe, how you doing?
Yeah, Joe Ziegler, let's go.
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Super excited. You know,
yep.
I've been a little bit silent for a while, but
we'll have another video in addition to one of just you and you. So for anyone out there that may not know you or what you do here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people, some of the people on this stage, a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together into a singular experience, and help to deliver that experience as a single thread. So, just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life, our franchise art director, Mr. Joe Cross. Joe, how's it going?
All right, Joe Cross, I see you.
Joe, for anyone, obviously you've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience at home that may not know you or doesn't get a chance to work with you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross. I'm franchise art director of Marathon, and my job is to sort of set the tone and the vision, the visual style of this, reimagine this IP and this amazing game, paving the way a bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. Yeah. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
As we go right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today.
It's more easy for you guys to see the names. My names are blocking it. My whole body's blocking it. Yo, the chat's going crazy right now. We are so back. Yep. Oh, Halo 3, baby. Woo! Alright, Mr. Lars, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, marathon, baby, marathon. Let's go. Yo, this lag is crazy. Yeah, everything else is not. I'll just. I like them stickers though. Firewall, all that's good. Update, it's fine. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try something a little different if it starts to happen again. Oh yeah, this is not. It's not working like that. Oof! I'm missing out. Come on with this freaking lag. Oh, that's the unknown. Oof. Oof. The music though. But come on with this damn lag, yo. What the heck? Ooh, reminds me of the Titan. Okay. Speed boost. You can run to the what's it called? The vent. Escape. Come on, man. September 23rd? What? Excuse me? Okay, 1 second. I'm trying to find this real quick. I'm gonna push it to a different location. What? Let's go! September 23rd, 2025! 2025, yo, what the fuck? Let's go! I need to. Yeah, I'm switching. Guys, I'm so sorry for this. Because this is not supposed to be happening. Here we go. trying to change this real quick. Alright, I'm gonna start to switch this, guys. Alright, let's switch this. See if it works.
Design, knowing that there will be other human beings in, around, and on the other side of it has just been fascinating and really exhilarating for myself personally, and I also know for the team.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to see. And, you know, obviously, you mentioned we saw a lot. We saw some runners. Mr. Witz, can you do me a favor and help introduce these 4 runners that are going to be available when the closed alpha test begins?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have 6 runners at launch, but we're focusing on the core 4 here they're going to be in the alpha. So going left to right, we have Locust. Locust is our soldier kind of fantasy, our soldier kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one in, trying to get as many picks as possible, right? Against either the UESC or other players. Next, we have Blackbird. It's a very reconnaissance-based kit, all about like figuring out where players and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit, all about pushing forward, disrupting enemy teams and what they're doing and getting out and kind of having that kind of cycle. Void is our stealth boy, our sneaky boy, all about throwing down smokes, going full active camo. Cloak,
now we have full
in the darkness, getting some reses,
free lag,
taking some people by surprise.
Much better.
So, yeah,
I'm so sorry, guys.
4-4
that was just
a lot of different places
crazy.
to choose from out of the gate.
I tested everything out; it was working
and
fine.
Even
But this time is acting
Cross,
stupid. So
also,
I don't know what that
following Joe Cross on Twitter,
that situation. But here we are.
You've been sharing some art with these runners pretty recently out there on Twitter with everyone. You know, before the show, we were talking a little bit, and I've heard this come up a lot. But you know, you guys have been working off of this concept of graphic realism. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means for the design here?
Yeah, it's one of our ingredients that we've sort of conjured up to help us define the visual world. For these runners, you know, the first thing we wanted to make sure was their visual fantasy reflected the gameplay fantasy well. And then we sort of have our you know, unique recipe of influences and inspirations for the
I'm sticking with Void. Oh, you best believe that. I'm sticking with Void.
One of the sort of constraints we've created is graphic realism, where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry. We limit our materials. We use a lot of graphic design and color, and we sort of use it as tools.
Yo, I'm sticking with Void.
Working on the project.
I mean, I like Glitch,
and then it doesn't hurt to have a world-class concept team cranking this stuff out. That's sort of the origin of a lot of these designs.
Yeah. And you know, obviously, the world of Marathon has so much legacy to it as well. You know, as a kid who grew up playing it, I know it well myself. But like, what's it been like stepping into this world?
It's amazing. For art geeks out there, the sort of the father of the Marathon visual world.
Key art.
The
original key art. Started out as a
fan,
good to see that again.
Then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie, and so his legacy looms super large. And we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And you can see here in the center, this is kind of a proto-runner.
That's pretty dope.
We developed in the process to make sure that, our sort of approach to graphic realism and style lined up and sort of represented that.
I like that.
And
I'm a designer myself,
on the right
so
here,
I can
sort of
understand
an evolution into one of our actual runners here, Blackbird, with a similar fantasy and composition. So I think it's working out well, and I think we're doing something new, but also sort of looking back.
It's like a 3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? Is what you're looking at.
Right,
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
That's mad interesting, man.
Is it a spine?
I ain't gonna lie, I am
don't
very
know. It could be.
oof, like visual keys and understanding
Well,
like
that
the
said,
concept.
if anyone out there in
how
Twitch
they
chat
put
as well
the
has any
visual work of
questions, go ahead and drop them in.
everything,
We're going to try and
it
answer as
speaks
many as we
volumes, and it
can.
says a
We're going to be
lot.
showing again a lot of stuff
Let me
today.
stop
So if
talking,
you've got
because-
anything that comes to mind,
Damn.
please feel free to throw it in there. Folks on the community team are going to be keeping an eye out. But you know, we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more Marathon gameplay.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, now we're free out of lag and all that crazy-ish gameplay overview. Let's see. It's a recon.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players,
18
countless
players,
security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map.
this would be nice to stream on, man.
Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
It's like seems like
Bungie
Division.
brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles, and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights. Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge.
Oof. That's a game
Marathon
over.
is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner.
Bro, that's crazy.
No 2 runs in Marathon ever play
That's
out the
when you're going
same.
rogue.
With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive.
That's Void.
Each
Like I told you, I'm
run has a
sticking with
time
Void.
limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation?
Stealth, baby.
Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your
Oh,
enemies.
yes, Void!
For rare materials and profit opportunities
I want it.
without being discovered.
Give it to me.
Teams and steal
Pause.
their loot.
Pause.
Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews.
Okay.
Running support for your friends. Grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges.
I think Glitch is more
ranked
like
play,
cloning.
discovering
More like
secrets,
in Naruto,
seasonal
like Shadow Clone
storytelling,
Jutsu.
community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4. Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
Yo, it's September 23rd, man. This year.
All right.
Yo, okay.
It's a decent amount of gameplay. All right.
I like it. I definitely like it.
Let's get into breaking this down. So I think for starters, again, as we touched on before the break, Bungie has such a rich history with Marathon. Joe Cross, from your standpoint, facilitating this gameplay with your art style. Again, what was it like kind of approaching this from your perspective? What were you looking to do?
Build on a legacy. The narrative of Marathon is incredibly rich and like inspirational, easy sort of inspiration for art. I also love just sort of having the keys to this car from this era, working on a game from this era. I love older games. I love the way the games look from the PS1, PS2 era. So there was a lot for us.
You know what's crazy? I'm on
like
the
I said,
one
paying
for
homage to some of
PC,
the great sort of iconic artists.
And it's super laggy right now.
Of the time. So,
yeah, and also we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think it's Joey Wolffinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep,
Damn, it's
Starr
lagging like crazy.
Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super cool, yeah.
Wonderful voice.
He's almost an Andrew Witz, but he does his best. But all right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a tough one, Mr. Joe Ziegler.
Yeah,
who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial
I just
question.
got something from Twitch.
I play a variety of them, but I will say probably the one I end up playing the most is Blackbird. Yeah, probably. Any Blackbird mains out there? I like playing Blackbird because it's a great crew runner. Like it's in terms of being able to provide a lot of information, provide a lot of support. It's also a great runner that's kind of helps to counter a lot of strategies that can occur, especially ambush strategies that happen. Also to catch Void out of position if Void's
not me.
So yeah, there's
I'm gonna be hiding in the bushes.
A lot of
I'm
versatility
gonna find you.
to how you can
and when I see you,
I'm
gonna get you.
You and I share the same name. I gotta ask
or
as
the
well, who's your go-to
the
runner?
choice is yours.
Oh, I split my time between Locust. I'm a very
that ass
push-forward
up.
kind of player, as Joe reminds me all the time, because I'm pushing too much, too
You don't
often.
even have a W key. It just goes.
I just love to go fast forward. That's right.
Yeah.
And so, that push forward gameplay that Locust kind of has, right? Being like the first to try and get a pick, seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick. Also, I like to play Glitch a lot too. Again, I really love that disruption playstyle. I love just finding an enemy crew trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then taking the arm cannon and just knocking them out of the zone, and now they're trapped with me and hopefully my teammates. Joe,
I'm scanning. I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys kind of discuss the runners, Destas in chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
There are a lot of movement and traversal mechanics inside of the game, but it varies. Your effectiveness varies per runner.
Yeah, everything in we're making a survival sandbox, which means everything kind of has to have a cost, right? And so if you want to go fast, Locust has a super sprint, so to speak. They have leg jets that kind of come on to help you sprint even faster.
It's like the Titan. What was it called? I think Twilight Garrison.
It's almost like a stamina system,
1?
but we call
Woo! I
it
love using that freaking exotic chest piece.
Where the body overheats, and so this character has some
Titan.
mobility, but you overheat quite
Was
a
it
bit.
Titan Smash?
So that's kind of the cost that's there, and so that's what pushes us into finding implants that maybe expand how much your heat meter, and also give you more agility, so you can even go even faster, right? There's a lot of cost in the game in terms of when we place a mobility thing in there, we really want to make sure it's how does this affect the pace, and how does this affect the overall survival sandbox?
And to be fair, we're still looking at the alpha builds. We got to balance a lot of stuff because some stuff is kind of sketchy. Yeah.
You mean broken? That's what you're trying to say. Just say it as it is. It's broken.
Yeah, and actually, while we're talking about those finer details, which I'd love to still kind of bug you a little bit, in Marathon build crafting is a big deal. What does that mean in the world that you guys are building?
Yeah, and so the runners are essentially a base, right? And so each runner has, they have a bunch of implants that you can kind of find that do kind of wild things, and as they go up in rarity, right? There's a lot of stats, so you can increase your resistance to certain things. So Tox is one, so you can essentially be poisoned, right, as our Tox, and so you can build up resistances to that. You can increase your agility. There's shields, obviously, to make you a bit more durable. We have cores. Cores are really cool. They basically give you extra passives. And at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of play around. At the highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you're doing one thing and then you get like a chord specifically for glitch, and now you're like, oh, my double jump is a triple jump? Like that's how much we want to kind of push that, so that gear really matters. And so builds are like completely the implants, the cores, weapons, weapon attachments. Weapons have like a pretty cool progression too. We have gold mods, which are kind of like the highest end of the attachment pool. They're essentially like exotics in our game, right? What is the exotic version of this Magnum that can do some wild stuff? So yeah, like really it's the entire package together is what the build crafting experience is in Marathon.
That's super exciting. And actually, to that same end, we got a question in chat as well from, I think, Firex is how you pronounce it. How many players are going to be in each map?
Varies per map.
Yeah, it varies per map.
Got it.
The footage that people have seen a lot of, Dire Marsh, we support up to 18 players.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So going to be room for a lot of play styles. To that same end, I know we talked a little bit about Void earlier as well. Lars, can you walk us through maybe just your play style when you're approaching any of these runs?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and sell out the best strategy.
I have to give away my secrets. So Void is really fun for me because it leans into this part of my personality that is like very devious. And so, if you go on a run with me, I'll be like, hey, any claymores you see, let me know. And I'm putting those in my backpack, and I'm doing crazy things like, okay, so Void has a prime ability that sends out, I think you saw it in the video, it sends like a wall of smoke that sort of like your home base when you do that, it's a portable. Because when you go in that, you become invisible, you get automatic.
Yeah.
So I'll do things like set that up to make people believe I'm doing one thing and then do another. So a lot of subversive things. I'll go in there and I'll claymore the inside, right? Someone comes in after me, they're gonna have a very bad time.
That's what I'm saying.
But I also do things like I'll go to a place in the zone where there's high tier loot, and I'll claymore it up, and then close all the doors and leave, and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna show up. And then sure enough, maybe 5 minutes later, I see the shield crack in the HUD, and I'm like, yes, I can go back and see what's going on. So yeah, that's how I like to play.
Yeah. How about you, Joe Cross? What's your go-to?
Well, if you know me, I'd rather look good and lose. So I generally pick the runner with the coolest helmet, and in this lineup, I think that's clearly Blackbird. As far as my play style, I'm typically just a decoy. So
it's like, Joe, go over there.
Yeah, exactly. I am
look really
worst.
great.
Yeah, exactly. Just stand in the open for a little bit. Yeah.
So that's the end of my run story.
I can't.
Fair. Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. So actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of play testing here internally. Witz, I know you mentioned you've got a folder of some of your best plays, but what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when I think I'm going to be doing one thing, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do a contract. I'm going to be going here. I got to go into this room. I got to interact with this device. And I think it's like, I'm safe. Like, I'm kind of doing like a routine thing. I can get in and get out if I'm like smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like, there's no UESC around. There's no players around.
Yep.
And oftentimes there's another player. Like, the best moments is there's another crew that are going for the exact same thing. And there's this moment of like, you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room, and then the other team is right there, and you're like, oh crap. Like, and then you're like, this is all out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's just like it just gets crazy. And so I think those are the peaks that happen where there's these tense moments you're trying to do something that lead to these very quick crescendos where, these mercenaries kind of going crazy. And like all these players are jumping in.
You make it sound like you're playing so carefully, but you're not.
Listen, the tactics are happening fast.
Okay.
They're
It's just processing power.
The math is going. Like, it's happening.
It's improvisational, right? Yeah. It sounds like, runs can obviously entail a lot, but we also have a question from Sharky218. Is loot going to be just weapons, or is there going to be more for people to go after while they're out there in Tau City?
There's a ton of loot.
There's a ton of loot.
Yeah, there's implants, there's cores, there's equipment,
Consumables.
there's
Grenades. Let's
Consumables.
talk about grenades.
Yeah, there's grenades. We have a bunch of different types of grenades in the game as well that you can loot in the world. We have valuables. We have backpacks.
Yeah,
attachments, weapons. materials, keys.
And there's a bunch of stuff too that we're just, we call valuables, but like there's times when you're running low on money and you're like, I just need to do a valuables run right now and I need to pick up these things and get my money, into my space bank, so.
Space bank, yeah.
That actually is a good segue from, and I'm not making this name up, Ballin' Hobo asks, what do I do with the loot when I extract? Like, why does it matter in the long run?
Yeah, there's a variety of reasons. So a lot of it was related to sort of our factions and contract system. But if you want to talk a little bit about that, Lars.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this entire system we call factions. You're doing contracts, they're like missions, and you are being greeted originally by AI representative because you are a mercenary. You don't really have allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give you these missions to do. And as you're doing these missions, like Andrew said, sometimes you'll run into danger. But the cool thing about, I think, a lot of the faction and the contract system is like you could complete the, download the agricultural survey from this one area on one of the zones, and you're doing the thing, and you've sort of done it. So even if you die, you've still made progress there, which I think is a really cool aspect of that feature. But then there's also this other meta layer where as you're working with the different factions, they allow you to upgrade yourself over time. And so you can increase your heat meter, you can increase your loot speed, things like that.
I was gonna say, you're trying to get as much loot as possible to meet the challenge of the world, right? Yeah. Like essentially, different missions get harder over time, right? Which means you want to have more loot on you so you can survive longer, so just in general, be able to do fight all the different, hostile entities in the world, like get through there's a POI on a zone that's heavily fortified by UESC and all of the different units that are there, the snipers, the assault units, like you want to be able to not only withstand that and players. So there's a lot of reasons why you want to get loot in the game.
And honestly, like a lot of the loot translates into things like upgrades, that you utilize through the factions, but there's also an in-game store called the Black Market where you can use a lot of your currency and things like that to actually re-equip yourself if you go on a bad run or to upgrade yourself if you need anything from that space. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get a lot of good loot out. I don't think I'm ever
it's pretty much like
short of reasons to get loot out.
It just says something else about me though. I'm just a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen as kind of hardcore and maybe tough to get into. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to make them easier to dive into?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that we could talk about. One is we are obviously investing, besides doing a little bit more onboarding in the front end so players can understand a little bit about what the nature of the game mode is. We're also doing a lot to make combat something that's a little bit more approachable, but also just equally as deep and have pretty wide things, but I think Andrew could talk about it,
Yeah, we want to make, this is like a Bungie shooter, right? We want to make sure it's approachable. We nail those fantasies. Every button press feels awesome, right? And so really trying to bring that kind of, morph the Bungie action game into in the survival space where, again, everything kind of costs something, right? Getting shot, you're not going to have a limb system where your limb's broken or anything, but you will guns do stopping power, right? Which they can knock you out of sprint.
The thing is, it's giving me PvP.
Right?
Where's the PvE?
Status effects are still in the game.
I only saw a little bit of
if you are hit with a chem grenade, right, you're going to be tossed.
PvP,
you can be immobilized, right, which really slows you down. You can be overheated. There's all these things, and that pushes you into using consumables and making sure you have an answer for these things that happen. So we're trying to make sure that you keep the depth of the survival game, but the approachability of the action game, right? And so that's how we're trying to marry that together. And in addition to that, if you have some bad runs, right, and you don't have a lot of, you see your loot kind of going down, we have the sponsored kits, it's kind of talking in the video earlier, where it's a package of gameplay items like weapons or equipment or maybe a shield or something or consumables. That's kind of the floor for what we think you can be really you can be capable in the environment and actually fight other players that actually are kitted out. So you're never feeling the goal is that you can always clutch even if you find somebody who's completed kitted out in really high end gear because that's your payday, right? That's the beauty of the moment of oh my god, I took this player and they have the best shield in the game. Hell yeah,
Yeah. Hurts. I mean, obviously, going to be a lot of good pointers for folks at home taking notes for when they get a chance to get into the alpha. But we'd be remiss if we also didn't mention how a big part of what we do here at Bungie is working alongside our community, which is why we've also had the chance since about 2022 to work with hundreds of different creators in our community as well to go ahead and get some of their feedback. So to those of you out there that have joined us, thank you very much for your time and your opinions. They mean a lot. But no need to listen to me talk about it. We actually just last week had a bunch of folks in here to go ahead and play test the very same alpha build that some of you will have a chance to join in on as well. So I vote I go ahead and let you tell them about it in their own words.
You kind of feel the blood pumping.
Got him, got him, got him. Down them all again and again and again and again and again and again.
These beta testers? Oh, okay.
This is a new world. This is a different take.
And honestly,
on an
if I can
extraction
see
shooter.
this go into, how you say, what was it called again? Like, Evo? Or competition? Not Evo, but
It's game changing. It is literally game changing.
Oh, he was there. He was there. Competitive gaming, tournaments, it can do very well. Because in Destiny, hell no. You cannot put this in competitive gaming tournaments because that game is broken as heck.
Bungie to play test our alpha build.
Oh, they were there. Okay, I see you guys. Okay, okay. Because you got this on an NDA just in case.
Look daddy up, let's go.
Dr. Lupo.
Okay, I am ready and up. Whatever you two are.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, we are bringing some money in this time.
Quick read.
Oh, you looking around? See
yeah, I'm gonna see who we're gonna raid with.
Alrighty. Bio research is right next to us. You want to do the intercept?
Yeah. Well, I'm like
You just want to grab that real quick?
Yeah, we can do that.
You want to get going?
Yep, Medro.
That should be a good one.
I didn't actually. I've not been there yet.
Oh, okay. There's.
Oh yeah.
So, for the gang, there is fall damage, and it is severe if you.
There is. I got a mod
a
earlier that like drastically reduces it though. So there are ways to reduce it.
I may have just exploded my kneecaps.
If you dash right before you hit the ground,
you don't take
it
saves
damage.
It'll break the fall, yeah.
Okay.
Happens to the best
Which is
of us.
fall damage.
AI on the right. Yeah, more AI inside the little shrubbery compound over there.
I like the strafing though.
A hostile unit is calling for reinforcements.
Sorry. Excuse me, sorry.
You good? You good?
Yeah, still heading to field maintenance.
Yep.
Oh, I got AI over here like 20 feet.
Because these guys are AI enemies, alright.
Oh my god, you didn't shut up. Are we killing them or ignoring them?
AI with a snipe up above is looking at me.
I need some bits of ammo. Guys, find me. There's a green punk right there.
There's
Pillars environment.
Oh yeah, here I think.
Player. Down one.
Ooh,
I hit
shot.
one pretty sure, but I'm
1, 2.
down. That's all of them. Right.
Yep.
Actually, you want to do the HPT? Over here. Red dot's right there.
Either way, I'm getting shredded right now, so I gotta
Clear the AI outside first. They're just gonna beam us if we don't get rid of them.
We gotta.
What the? What?
That's a purple one.
Revive yourself. That's good.
Oh hell! Wait, the one is at fire like 5 knees. Oh, lethal.
The grenadiers, yeah, they're pretty. What do you have on your little guy?
Oh, one of the guys you killed had just been weapons on him. Poor guy.
Oh, mechanics hit. That's what we need, right? Just mechanical static effect.
I'm using it.
Yeah, I'm inside with them.
That's some void pass.
When you have the mechanics kit, it doesn't take anything. You're just good. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I'm unlocking the box.
I got like 4 monitors I'm looking at right now.
They've got long shots.
I want to jump in this game, man.
Oh. Yeah. That's gotta be. It's gotta be.
I played one shield. There's a loot up there. Huge, absolute. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. I just realised.
Where are they?
They're on the balcony. Like south 200.
I got one knocked. Nice. That's annihilated, dude. Oh my god.
I'm out of ammo. Okay. Ooh,
yeah,
down.
There's a sniper.
Freaking no! It's a Brian! Kill him, he's a fiend, dude.
I'm coming to you, Ben.
Yeah, I see him.
Don't underestimate this guy.
Oh my god, that bitch! He killed 2, I think it's 1v1.
It's literally like Twilight Garrison, man.
Ben, you knocked one, I knocked another.
Shot.
Good stuff. I literally only have a sniper.
And what I like about it is like resources are very limited, which is actually interesting to see.
The knock I had was way over here. I don't see anybody over there yet.
He's been quiet for an awful long time. I reckon he's gone to res. I see him.
He's right there. He's right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Tell me if they res.
That's okay. Yeah, he's holding the angle at a distance.
Sniped a sniper.
Yeah, right on me. This player. I mean, very weak up there. I'm underneath.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second, guys.
Are they where we got down? Nice.
Knocked one.
Coming.
Got one left.
Oh shoot! I'm looking on the Discord. They're saying in-game jail time for those who share their DAC in general chat. We do not tolerate indecent exposure. Oh shit!
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, A1.
Oh, is that him?
Oh shit!
Is he upstairs inside?
Yes, sorry, he was.
Oh,
yeah, him.
Those who... Yikes.
Where's that USAC?
You guys sent to the gulag.
No, you should have shooting in here. They were shooting something in here.
We have completed the Marathon Alpha Intake survey and into the pool. Full contact with access is proved.
I think they kind of built a ringer group, I'm not going to lie.
That's great.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
They built God squads, you could say.
Yeah, people are sharing on Discord about this whole thing. Oh, this is bad. Flawless run. Alright. Get one last breath.
We got knife some AI and grab some guns.
We can go to field maintenance.
Yeah, a loot container key. Isn't there one of those around here?
Yeah, it's right here. Where did I just hear that thought?
That's crazy, man.
Oh, I knifed one.
Has to be AI. No player's gonna have to sit down and get attacked like that.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah. Something's sucking me.
Stop sucking him! It's a purple shield.
It's even that sucky.
UESC reinforcement signal detected.
I found a purple enemy. I heavy knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a heavy machine gun.
Okay. Yay! I don't want the conquest. LMG. I should take it, but I don't want it.
But here, take this.
One shot. I'm saved. What's the question marks again? that are on the map?
Oh, I think those are the players, right?
Huh? Like
the
this?
cash players?
Yeah, I don't know.
Players.
There we go. You can tell the difference between player and a non-player.
One is broken.
Time to hunt.
I'll get a purple shield. I just knocked one.
I knocked one. Found him.
Ooh, good
Prepare
shot.
for increased
Uneliminated.
hostile action.
Glitch is moving.
Behind, yeah, Glitch is behind you at the moment. White shield.
Oh, she's scared. She's scared.
Down.
Very good.
Very, very nice. I called the purple.
Still hold their loot. I need to upgrade my PC.
Yeah, I want the
I
freaking
need the RTX 4090.
Purple shield. Who had that?
I don't know. I gotta go
Me.
for something.
The big items, the big drops, the stuff that's like really high value, you're like, I have to get this out.
Doesn't matter if I'm playing Lucas or Void or Glitch. If I've got a better aim, I'm going to win. There's no other extraction shooter like that where I can have that kind of gameplay.
When people find out about some of the secrets and stuff, they are going to lose their mind.
Playing so far has just been refreshing, I'd like to say. Everything felt really locked in.
This being sort of the next full Bungie experience is an exciting moment.
The game is inherently fun. I just want to play more.
I'm curious to see how it is inside game. Because honestly, it's got a lot of lore. A lot of hidden secrets revealing itself.
All right, so
but man,
obviously having those creators in was a whole lot of fun. Getting to work with both creators and players alike has been a privilege. It's been a great time getting to set that up, and of course, I promise I'm not saying this just because I work on the social media team here, but if you head over to our YouTube channel, we have a full 20-minute version of that. So YouTube.com
I'm not gonna say it might surpass Call of Duty, but I don't think it'll surpass Call of Duty.
But Lars, obviously, again, like we talked about before that video, we're
very
familiar with
interesting to
working with our community really closely. But have we ever done it this early or at this scale
new.
before?
So I've been at Bungie for a while now, since the Halo 3 days, and I think the thing, even since my time, we've been really good about is working with players, working with the community. It's something we take pride in. And on this game in particular, yeah, we brought people in, players in much earlier into the process than I think we ever had before, and it's given us really good insight. You know, we tell them when they show up, be brutally honest, because that's how we learn, that's how we understand what needs to change, what needs to get better, and I think it's been really great.
It's been a ton of fun. I mean, even again, like these folks were all here last week. You guys were in there with them. Some of you playing as well. What was it like?
Oh, it was super exciting. Yeah, I mean, like when you have a lot of there was a combination of players who we've been engaging with for a long time, and some players who were brand new, and it was great to see sort of like the mix of the both. Especially when you got to some higher level skilled players who just joined in and immediately got it and started destroying everybody, like Tens and Lupo was in there, and but yeah, you had some pretty awesome moments, didn't you?
Yeah, so it was pretty amazing to jump in, and I'm gonna throw Nick under the bus for a moment here. Like apparently he was on the team with Brian and Jeff Keighley. And they were not having success. Y'all were like destroying them, the creators. Yeah, it's probably your team that was destroying them. So I was brought in as like a hired gun to help get Jeff through. And
thank you.
I did my job.
Mission accomplished, Lars. Yeah.
Something that he's used to, obviously. Also, though, you were saying you were observing a little bit as well, maybe not playing quite as much. What was it like, from your perspective, getting to see all these folks come in and play the game for the first time?
What the heck?
I mean, it was awesome. It's awesome, like playing the game for so long, right, and seeing other people play the game is just a great feeling, right, for like the whole team. You get to see things that you designed for happen in real life. Right? You see people who are like being hunted by other players that take refuge by like we're a heavily fortified area, and watching the UESC equalize a little bit. Moments like that was great. There was another fight that was like, it was like it looked so fun, but also hilarious, but also like really like. It was like a great time, but also really tense. There was two crews that were fighting under the dire marsh map. There's a bunch of tunnels and stuff like that, and they were fighting in the tunnels. And the fight was literally like almost 1-by-1s, like 3 and 3, like constantly moving towards each other and fighting in the hallway. The person in the front dropping meds for people in the back and changing positions, and that fight went into like little vents as well. So it was like this it was this hilarious chase that was like. It was super tense because you didn't know exactly whether you were going to get third party, and they were just the volume of the room kept on going up from those two crews because they were just like, when are they going to get flanked? There's another vent right there that could pop up from there, and they were shooting vents just like out of just pure paranoia. It was awesome to watch.
It's a good balance to strike, obviously, yeah. And you, again, we were mentioning you got to play. Were there any other creators you got to dive in with?
Oh, yeah. I was on a team with Valkyrie and Katamina, and we had a lot of fun. There was like a couple moments where we bunkered down underneath a greenhouse in the tunnels underneath. Tunnels are dangerous, and they were fun. But we basically created like a little claymore nest down there, and so we were baiting them down into it. And yeah, it was pretty successful. I'm telling you, the claymore strats are good. Yeah. Don't sleep on claymores. They're
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Lars is like, I know.
Yeah.
So, even in addition to these creators, the legacy of Marathon's community goes so long and goes so far rather. As someone who's played a lot of Aleph 1 in the past as well myself, back on my Titanium G4 PowerBook so long ago, bringing in the Aleph 1 team was really, really exciting. You guys had a chance to work with them as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting to sort of connect to the heritage of Marathon, right? Like to keep that alive as we're sort of building this new world. And so working with the Aleph 1 team has been really awesome with the Marathon Classic on Steam. Is the release that they had, as well as the Marathon Classic 2, I think, is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those, it's like sort of connecting the threads, if that makes sense, sort of remembering the past as we're sort of building this new, re-envisioning in a lot of ways of what Marathon is.
Yeah. Actually, kind of on this topic as well, about the dangers of the world, we do have a question from Twitch chat. Are there dangerous PvE encounters? Obviously, you've mentioned that the UESC is out there, and you should underestimate them at your own peril, but can you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of those emergent threats that await players?
Yeah, absolutely. There's the UESC security units that are out there. There's a bunch of different types that do different things, so watch out for them. We also have ticks, which are these wonderful, surprising, explodey fauna. Yeah, they run at you. They run at you, explode on you, and you have to shoot the nests actually to get rid of them essentially.
Otherwise, that's kind of interesting to see.
And there's a bunch of hazards and stuff that are be on the map as well. Like we have a bunch of rooms and all kinds of surprises that await players, and
I'm actually
in the
looking
alphas
forward to
there's a
see how
few,
the
but
game is. Try it out. I do want to get in the
scariest unit, the Ghost Commander.
Seriously,
Ghost Commander. Their ability is like they go into active camo and they actually clone. They have a bunch of clones that go out there, so you think you're not sure which one to shoot. And then by the time you recognize which one is actually the real one, right, it's like it may be over for you. But that's one. The sniper, also love the sniper as well. We really want to have these prolonged sniper fights that are really great against the UESC. And if you manage to really push them and they notice you're pushing, they'll punish you for that too. So definitely be careful of these units. Tread carefully.
Not to be trifled with, right?
And the recruits, honestly, they have this rush down that they do. If you're not too careful in knowing where they're going to be flanking you and rushing you down from, we're purposely making them these formidable foes that you can't get treasure out of the world easily, and they're guarding it, and they're doing a pretty damn good job.
And you can't ignore them either. Once they're on your set, you kind of got to figure out a way.
Yes. Exactly.
Also, too, we've got another question from, I believe, Shebsky. Can a team be composed of any number of runner types, like 3 Blackbirds, for example?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
There's no restriction on how you assemble your crew. You can all play the same.
Sweet.
You can create a meme.
I'm about to log in right now.
Or you can diversify and sort of try to use each other's utilities. But
I'm about to log in right now.
It's been really cool to see kind of the different combinations we've seen.
Xbox Live, baby.
Those 3 different players that are playing Blackbird, they may have very different builds. And
I'm about to log in right now.
Right? Like they may be some of them. Like one of them may actually have implants that allow them to go in active camo. That's not a specific thing for a runner. So we're purposely trying to make it so that is you can diversify.
I did see the like the shield wall comp, which is like basically 3 locusts in like in the playtest from last week. But yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, they got my name.
Again, obviously, it's been so much fun to hear you guys even talking about this game and the experiences you've had. You've been building a world that's really ripe for players to tell their own stories in. You know, again, with the closed alpha on the way on April 23rd, as players finally get a chance, some of them to jump in. What are some of the stories you're most excited for them to get to dive in and maybe tell themselves?
So many. I mean, there's so many different stories that I think are that we're looking forward to seeing happen, especially ones that we've never even seen before. But getting onto the planet, like honestly, just trying to survive amongst all of the different threats that exist there. The dying, you know, when our show says death,
situation.
It's death.
I gotta read
There's a lot of death in the game.
agreement.
The learning from it, the challenging yourself, the getting back up and trying to do something new. It's gonna be exciting. I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
I'm curious, Mr. Cross. What are you expecting?
I mean, I'm have the fortune to launch Destiny and now Marathon. It's always amazing to put something out into the world that you've been working on, sort of in a bubble for 6 years or something like that, and have the players experience the visual world for the first time is amazing. Introducing the IP into the world, sort of beyond the game. Sort of the culture it creates. Always excited to see like what the fans tell us what the game is and what the metas are and what the IP is, and so that exchange is always amazing.
Yeah, check out the Discord. It's getting wild in there right now. Yeah. How about you? Anything come to mind on your side?
I'm just really excited for folks to discover the content and play with it in interesting ways. We've been making this meal for a bit.
So
it's now
anyone that gets in this alpha,
play, right? Like we've been making this
just be aware that if you stream or share anything publicly or any videos of images from the Marathon closed beta alpha, you will not be able to play and you'll be terminated completely from anything else. You must also agree to not discuss Marathon closed alpha content outside or approved private channels in the official Marathon Discord.
Let us know. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking.
Absolutely.
But that brings us to just about the conclusion of what's been a very action-packed show. So for starters, guys, thanks so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and thank everybody out there. Our team is literally sitting behind these cameras here, and they're amazing. Like you should give yourselves a hand, for putting together. Also, there's an immense amount of staff here that has been super gracious and kind to come and help work with us on this. So just want to make sure all of you, let's give you a hand too. You've been doing an amazing job. So thank you.
That's right. So again, as we noted at the top of the show, coming up at the very, very end, we've got a very special surprise. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and stick around all the way through till the end. But again, a huge thanks, Joe Ziegler, Joe Cross, Andrew Witz, and Lars Bach. And thank you all for being here today. And of course, again, to echo Ziegler, thank you so much to the entire dev team here at Bungie. Thank you so much for being here today. Whether you're here with us in person or you're at home, it's your contributions that make Marathon possible. So truly, thank you. It's honestly humbling to be here today. And again, of course, the crew here, thank you all so much for all of your hard work. It's been incredible seeing this stage come up so quickly rather. So thank you so much. It's been a gargantuan effort, and it's all thanks to your efforts. And most importantly, again, to all of you fine folks out there for joining us today. It's such a privilege for us to get the opportunity to share what we've been working on, and it matters most when you show up and join us. We know you have busy days, and we're thankful to be a part of it. So thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. And of course, we got something fun at the end. Make sure you stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating Scarrow and Mr. Raffle Waffles, Milo, out there here just after the show ends. So go ahead and tell them we said hello when you get a chance to drop into their chat. But as has become kind of a tradition here at Bungie with our streams, we've saved just one more special thing here for you at the end. Now, we've told you a lot about the game so far, but we haven't had a chance to really touch on the narrative just yet, and we're really excited to build a story that's innovative in the extraction shooter space, both in and out of the game, and we'd love to show you a glimpse of that now. So we've had the opportunity to partner with Academy and Emmy Award-winning director Alberto Mielgo to go ahead and show you just a bit of a snapshot of what life is like on Tau Ceti. So we hope you enjoy, but in the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see y'all Starside.
Exactly. See you Starside. We on break? Okay. Yo, this is interesting to see, the fact that this is happening. Hold on. I'm sending a lot of stuff right now. To this trailer. Hold on. I just love the colors, man. It's super cool. I'm a sucker when it comes to color theory. Ooh, what happened to him? Ugh. Wait, that was one of the enemies. Oh! Damn! The fact you're getting created like that. Like those like synthetic like maggots or something, but it's just crazy.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sculptor well those passions red which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless thing that mocked them. And the heart that fed, and the heart that fed.
Wait, this is like in the past, but this is the future. So these guys are in the future, which is like stuff that happened in the past, but looting to see what they can find.
Once again.
That's glitch.
How's the new shell feeling? I mean, it feels just like what it is, right?
I like that outfit though.
Like $1 trillion. Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell repayment is coming up and will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there. So.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my lucky charm. Yeah. Supposed to be my lucky charm.
Okay. Just like the Titan from just like the Titan put the barricade shield on. Yo! Oh! Damn! You gotta run! Damn!
Can you identify her?
He got Uzi the hell up!
Now, consider this.
Let me. I'm trying to finish this alpha questionnaire right now.
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
What? Really?
Wait, she's trying to remember who she is? So when you're a guardian, you don't remember who you are in your previous life.
That you always tune into. Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you ever wonder what happened to these people?
How's it right?
It's not my business.
And this music is. You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
Oh shit! Yo! Oh! Do you see why I choose Void? I'd rather be Void than anything else in the other class. If you gotta go stealth, you gotta go stealth. Take that shot, baby. Yo. Yo, that's speed. Yo, that's speed. Oh, Keanu Reeves right there. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck. Parkour. Ooh, okay then. Oh! Yo, this is getting crazy. It was getting scat. Oh, she did. Pop goes the weasel. Damn.
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remain. Nothing beside remain.
Yo, Bungie is cooking.
Round the decay of that.
What? What? No! He...
Boundless and bare.
Oh!
Alone and level sand. Stretch.
You don't stand in one place while you're looting. You grab and you go. I'm shaking my computer. You never know who's watching you. Damn, she was not.
Do you
Yo.
recognize this child?
I don't know. Is that me?
Sounds French. Bro, she came up with the knife. She said, "I'm about to cut you up like a slice of sashimi." Like, damn. Whew. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to finish my thing. Hold up. Next. Thanks you for watching. Nah, you guys are cooking up today, Bungie. Like, damn! Like, come on! You put that well of spring on, you know, like Starfire Protocol, like, sheesh! Yeah, cooking! Now I'm playing this one. Please disperse. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? There, guys, go into it. Discord.gg/marathon the game. That's how you get into that. I'm literally right now on the Discord doing all this, so yeah. Might as well finish my oh, what is this? Oh, okay. That's what's this. Alright. As we do play. Man, I just spent a good amount for something. Yeah. I'll save up to that much. Yeah, I don't do casual. Alright, cool. Okay, Yep. Oh, I gotta choose one. Okay. Yeah, I'm that guy. I ain't gonna tell you guys what I chose. Yo, I want that cat, like that little cat charm. It is so freaking cute. I want it. Yeah, Bungie is cooking, man. Like, for real. Yes, Marathon 1994. Halo Combat. Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Destiny 2. Hell yeah, I played all that. Hello? Come on now. I love them. Okay, experience. Oh, okay, I played Marathon for this one. No, Halo 3 was more than that. Halo Reach, yep. Destiny, yep. Next. Oh, see, once played a week. Escape from Tarkov. I haven't played that one yet. Marvel Rivals, yeah, I played it just a little bit. And someone I know, you know who you are, tend to haven't been on the game for a while. But this is interesting, man. So I think the stream ends in 3. I mean, it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I wonder what time it, because it finishes at 3 p.m. Eastern time here. So yeah, it's, what is it, 2:12 p.m. right now. So let's just have to see. Yeah. Let's have to see how that goes. Come on. Ooh, Delta Force. You have to play that too. Here we go. Mobile Rivals. Destiny 2. Yes. Delta Force. You have completed the intake. Approved. Pool. Selected. Alright, bet. Take a screenshot of this bad boy. Boom. Okay, where'd you go? Alright, guys, I did my part. I signed up for the beta, the closed alpha beta, I would say, and going from there. I'm just going to see, like, is this thing over? Because it seems like everyone's just chatting, chilling, all that. I'm hungry as heck. I am starving. I haven't ate since the morning. I've just been super excited for this. And literally, my stream was acting stupid on YouTube. I don't know what the heck was going on with that. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just do this instead. So there's that. Looking at, whoa, Bungie's rating is going. Oh wait, they're done? Bro, 18,000? Hold up. Nah, I think Bungie's done. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're done with the stream. Oh. Stream over. Stream is over. Okay. Well then. Okay, guys. That was very interesting to see. I was really looking forward on seeing this gameplay revealed. I wanted to see what they were going to show as much within the whole ordeal of the stream. And seeing how the different classes they have. Listen, I'm going to be choosing Void. You have to understand, Void is my favorite now. And the fact is, it's like the hunter in Destiny. I love using like this subclass Void, of course, but bro, the fact that that dude was I'm like, yo, you're speeding, you're not playing, you want to get that item back. But the fact is that what's crazy to me is how destructive the enemies are in that game. Like, just by looking at that cutscene, that guy, when you hit that barricade shield, like, it's like, damn. I'm like, yo, you think he could survive that long? Nah, it was not enough bullets could not enough reinforcement shields gonna protect that guy. He just got sashimi'd. He just got like Swiss cheesed. Like, jeez, that was crazy. I was not expecting that whatsoever. But my goodness, like, that to me right there is just like phenomenal to see how much time that Bungie put. And this game was for 6 years. 6 long years. So I'm cool with that. And I'm looking forward to playing that. I want to try out the alpha. If I'm able to get in this alpha, I'm just gonna play it, and I won't talk about it. I'm gonna wait until, you know, the game is fully released and everything. I know I'm gonna give my reviews and stuff because I know they're gonna ask for surveys. But Bungie, I signed up for your creator program, so give me a shot, see where it goes. Because I love making reviews. I know I haven't done videos for a hot minute. But hey, man, like, the chat's going crazy. But I'm telling you, it's going to be magnifique. Mwah! So, as it is right now, I'm going to head out. I got to eat. And I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful Saturday. I'm going to hop on Destiny 2 later on and everything else to catch up on the heresy. Woo! I need to get back onto my old stream videos because I know I haven't finished Watch Dogs 2 for a hot minute. Literally, I haven't. But anyway, this has been your boy ShinoFuKaze. I'm out of here like Vladimir, and I'll see you guys within the digital verse because literally, Bungie has been cooking today. 10 out of 10. I just love it. I just love it. Damn. That is just crazy. Shit. Alright, guys. I'm out here. Pieces. I love you guys. And just remember, stay safe out there. Because we're going in a lot of situations in this world. But stay safe out there. Alright. Peace out, guys.